Grand afternoon, chosen divine beings. It's your girl Ocean Messenger here to deliver a message from the waves. Before I get started, I just wanted to let y'all know that I am really not into reading zodiac signs. I read energy for what it is, for good being versus evil, and for right being versus wrong. So take what resonates, and if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Let's see what's going on with the energy. Off the bat, what do we have? Queen of Wands, charming, confident, courageous, energetic, outgoing, visionary, strong, sexy. So for a lot of y'all divine beings, this can be for feminine or masculine, for we do hold both energies within us. So right now, you're feeling very confident and you're, continuing to pursue on with your endeavors, continuing on to be courageous and to face up to what's reality and what's a facade and what's an illusion. You're continuing to be outgoing, having an open heart, but at the same time, being confident enough to guard yourself and all that is within you. Got a lot falling out. Let's see what's going on. Top card. Four of Wands, celebrating union, community support, united lover returns, homecoming, party, celebration, wedding. A lot of y'all are going to be coming into divine unions. Congratulations on that. Some of y'all will be returning to lovers that you have been separated from. That doesn't have to be just romantically. That can be returning to children that have been taken away. That can be returning to unknown family members that didn't have bad intentions for you. Maybe partnering up with them and meeting them in the days to come. It's also time for celebration and to party it up after all the turmoil and torment that some of y'all have probably been going through within the last few years. On the flip side of this card, people are being divided. There's lack of support, disunion, unwelcome, family problems, divorce, canceled events, discord. And I wonder why that would be. Probably for choosing to come against divine beings and trying to destiny swap. And so now they are in the downright, not the upright. And it looks like lives are in complete shambles and in discord. It's unfortunate. The next card that fell out. I love this card. Queen of Swords, mentally strong, candid, quick-witted, fair, inner strength, direct, chatty, realistic, quirky, sharp. So after coming out of your turmoil or fighting through your turmoil, you're still choosing to have that inner strength. You're still choosing to be quirky and sharp and able to be fair, seeking justice. Just very photogenic within strengthness. As you see, she's holding her sword. She's got her crown adjusted on the top of her head, and she is ready for action. It's one of my favorite cards. Next card that flew out. Four of Swords. Time for non-action, isolation, going within, silence, rest. Take a break, healing, recalibrate, and retreat. As you see, it kind of looks like the man laying down. It looks like it's made out of stone. So for some of y'all, you're really going to just, need to take your time right now and take a break from everything and really tune into your healing so that you can realign yourself and realign all your chakras. It's definitely time to take a retreat from the world, from people around you that no longer serve you, that have ill intentions for you, and that only want to pull you back into chaos and toxicity for their own purposes and to keep you stuck and stagnant once again. On the flip side, what do we have? No action or movement. This would be for karmic field. They're in stagnation, they're exhausted, they're passive, they're dormant, with their abilities. They're ghosting. They're feeling restless and burnt out. I bet they are. After pursuing divine chosen ones for so long, and putting all their time, energy, and effort into coming after what's ours, I bet they really are burnt out, and they definitely need to be ghosting everybody at this time because they should be ashamed of themselves. Hang in there, divine ones. Keep that crown adjusted. And the last card that fell out, Two of Cups, companionship, mutual feelings, new partner, agreement, and in sync. So that kind of goes with, I believe, the second card that we pulled, which was the Four of Wands. Comes with the Two of Cups. That's beautiful. On the flip side, unhealthy attachments, rescuing, caretaking, enabling, clinging, seeking approval, and codependency. And that's a lot of what has to do with the karmic field right now, is that they're codependent on everybody else but themselves. And because they're codependent on everybody else, they seek approval from everybody. They feel like they have to be the top dog, the one that is the boss, that pays the costs. And because of them doing all of that, now they have fallen out of sync with companionship, with true divine partnerships, with true love. At the end of the day, true love prevails all. So they really did all of that. And like the card said before, they're exhausted. I'm going to pull from the Spiritual Oracle, see what it has to say about all this. Excuse my voice, y'all. I'm coming down with a little cold that I caught from my little one. So I'm a little bit stuffy. First two cards that fell out. Instead of pushing yourself so hard, stop, breathe, and reevaluate. You are doing enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. Don't wear yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It is not worth it. Balance your time more wisely. So that definitely goes with the stone figure man, who is definitely taking a rest. Time for isolation from the world, as I said. Second card that fell out, accept where you are. At this moment in time, only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. And I think I read that right the first time. This makes us easier for us. I don't know. I think they wrote that wrong, but you guys get the point. It makes it easier for the Most High and for our spirit guides to help us when we accept things for what they are, accept people for who they are, and because there will be clarity within that, doors will be able to be open and you will be able to see clearly through those doors once you enter. So just acceptance at this time with people, places, and things. Third card, don't allow negative emotions to fester. If you are feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example, just acknowledge that. Instead of fighting your feelings, go with them and work with them. Then true healing can really begin. And that's part of today's Oshun message. Your wave current message is just go with the waves, ebb and flow. Just be wavy. You can't fight against the current, but you can flow with it, and you can float on top of the current as well and have peace in the knowing. Just as Yeshua did on the boat, he was at true, complete peace. He didn't even recognize that waves were crashing around him. He was knocked out until he got interrupted and bothered by those who were crashing out above the vessel, correct? So even when he went above the vessel, he calmed the waves, correct? So in chaos, find rest. And for those who have caused chaos, there will be no rest, and you will continue to be frantic and having a meltdown and acting chaotic. So just peace be still on both ends. And from the third deck, which is the We Are deck, on the top, we have boundaries. It's very important during this time as well to uphold your boundaries with people, because they're really trying it, and they're really trying to disturb our peace at this time. So just do what you have to do. If you have to get away from people and stay away from people and do not turn back to those people, continue to do so. Two cards fell out. The first one says, I judge myself when. The picture, envy. A card about inner critic, about how we speak to ourselves, about the voice that sometimes closes the door instead of offering a way through. In what situations do I judge myself the most? And how do I talk to myself when things go wrong? So a lot of us are facing ourselves, I would say, and a lot of people are trying to face us and trying to be us, and that will cause a lot of envy. So those who are envious, in what situations do you judge yourself the most? And how do you talk to yourself when things go wrong? I see a lot of people are handling situations by judging others instead of judging themselves and facing themselves in the mirror. If people would face themselves and do their shadow work and see the dark side of themselves and transmute that in a way that they're able to not only change themselves and fix themselves, but be able to pour that back into the world and help change and fix the world, that is the ultimate goal for every soul. So when we talk to ourselves and we give ourselves affirmations, that is, it's self-esteem. You know, how do you feel about yourself? Do you feel envious about people that have what you think is more, or that are more talented than you? Or are you looking at yourself and seeing your own inner talents and your own goals and your own aspirations? It's not about judging others. It's about judging yourself at the end of the day. And the Most High definitely is going to judge us at the end of the day to see if our hearts are heavy or to see if they're light as a feather. So instead of judging others, pour that judgment into yourself so that you not only have justice for yourself, but that there's a transmutation for the world that will be justified as well. Rachel. Second card. Whose voice is this? That's a good question, because a lot of people, they don't hear their inner voice, and they hear the voices of the world, and they hear the voices of entities. So it's very, very important to pay attention to who's talking to you and how you talk to yourself as well. Envy, again. Envy doesn't judge, it reveals. What we envy often reflects unconscious longings and hidden desires. I just spoke about that, so it's confirmation to back it up. What true desire hides behind my feeling of envy? What would I do if I allowed myself this longing? And that's exactly what I just said. A lot of people in Karmicville, they want to try to uphold and conquer and take over other people's desires, their wants, their beliefs, and how they interact with the world. And as I also said, instead of looking in that mirror and seeing who they are and what they're capable of and seeing their own strength, they want to take other people's strength and their creativity. And it's really highly unacceptable, and it really needs to stop. And that's part of the reason why I have decided to jump on here, because it's time to be 10 toes down, not only for myself and things that I have been through, but that others are currently going through and that have been through. It's time for a whole new change of view when it comes to the world and how we see the world and how we see each other. So I'm going to pull one more card from here. We have believe in myself. That's right. See how she's standing bold and strong? She's on the cliff, but she's bold and strong nevertheless. Has no fear. Who I want to be, a card about holistic vision of yourself in the future, about imagining who I want to become without limits or compromises. Questions, who do I want to become? And that is the ultimate question, is who do you want to become? Who are you in this world? What is your goal? What is your destination? What do I imagine for myself 5 to 10 years from now? It's not only good to envision this, but it's really good to put the vision in front of your face, which is something that I will be working on again, is creating a vision board. Get you some old magazines, old images, or you could print out some images of your wants and desires and put them on poster boards, and then hang the poster boards in front of you so that you see them every day and you keep that vision in front of you and in your mind. What in me already matches this version? Take you some paper and write down what qualities you have within yourself, and then on the next page write down what you envision yourself to be doing, with the question from above, which would be within the 5 to 10 year goal range. What we are right now, chosen divine beings, is nothing compared to what is destined for us, what the Most High has promised for us. We are living in God's promises right now. And so, like I said, we need to be without limits or promises so that we can receive our promises. We all know what we want for ourselves, even if we are karmics, and it just comes down to the end of the day, pursuing your own road, staying in your own lane and not trying to be in somebody else's lane, trying to take their gold medal, or always trying to be in first place, because it's not about that at the end of the day as well. A lot of jealousy and envy comes from what people think you have. And you might not have anything, but the little things that you do have, you're able to manifest into big, big things. And that is the goal, you guys. So let's cut out the envy. Let's take a look at ourselves. And instead of doing mirror magic on other people, you might want to do some mirror magic on yourselves, karmics. Because that destiny swap that you wanted so bad to try and be us and try to have what we have, just know it's going to get swapped back to you, but it's going to be our old past lives. And y'all are not built to live our past lives, period, point blank. So good luck with that. But for chosen divine beings, keep that crown adjusted, stay 10 toes down, and continue the mission. And as always, like I say, continue to not only stand up for yourself and voice what you've been through and what you're going through, but reach out that hand for the next person so that you can help them as well. Asheo, love and light. Love you guys.